So I'm taking a quick break and come to grab a bit of food. I've come down to Deptford because I was advised by a mate of mine to come and try the Jamaican food here at Buster Mantis. So let's go and see what it's like.
Narcissism not. Never see me on a man move from the blood sleep. Narcissism not. Never see me on a man move. See them out there. Even boy them. Toy they can get from the blood sleep. Narcissism not.
So I've been stuck back at my desk for the last few days as we've been working on a remix for a group that we met. They're a hip-hop group from the UK, really interesting, make brilliant music, and they asked us to remix their new single, which is called the Selfie Skank. So I've been here trying to fit that in between everything else, and what I'm going to do now is do a mail out to all the DJs, radio and bloggers. So I'm just going to show you quickly the general process I go through from start to finish when I make a remix.
Now, the first thing I do after I've talked to a client about a remix, what they want, where they're aiming, what their target market is request for them to send me over all the stems. So if I get rid of this is obviously the Beatnik website with the vlogs on it. You can see here what they've done is sent across all the stems to me. Now sometimes they're combined or the vocals are all mixed down with the effects done, which is bad because you get less creative control, but good because if that's all done it means days and days of less work. So for a remix which you've got to move pretty quickly on, sometimes it's nice to have that even though it limits your creativity slightly. So here I have all the parts. What I do after I've downloaded them, usually they're sent by WeTransfer or Dropbox. I load them into Logic, and while they're all loading into Logic, I have a quick listen to the original track. Now, the guys that I've done this remix for, who are a hip-hop group called True Ingredients, they actually did us a dubplate version of their track. So if you listen to this quickly.
Hey, y'all respect Beatnik with the choice music pick. They ain't got no time for a selfie. She only wants see them out there. Even more them.
So that's the original version of their track. I usually only listen to that once, very quickly, then don't listen to it at all throughout the process so that I don't repeat or replicate what they've done. I know where not to go, but listening to it too often can often cloud your judgment or your thoughts. So from there, once all the parts are loaded in, I start making the track. Normally, I don't use any of their actual instrumentation or parts. Once in a while, there might be something that I like. You can see here I kept a few parts, but in the end didn't use any of them at all, and then I made all the parts myself. Just to give you a little overview, the only piece of vocal that I kept was actually the very end chorus, so that sounded like this and I really liked it.
See them out there. Even boy them. Toy they can get.
Very Sizzler-like, and then the track I wanted it to be quite urban, quite simple, quite sparse, so that the bass had a lot of impact. So I'll just play you kind of a small section of this is the bass and the beat together. Did some rise things with the vocals. Actually had a riser in there, a main lead, the obligatory hi-hats. Another layer of bass that sat over the top just to kind of brighten it up, and then these parts are a hit that happens just on the first beat of a 16-bar section basically. So if you listen now, you'll hear that, and then I used a small little snippet of vocal as kind of instrumentation to be a bit more rhythmical. and then obviously that bit of vocal that I took out that I really liked. So that's a very quick kind of just a listen to what I was doing, and then in the chorus took out the vocals and added kind of a lead and stuff because I wanted it to be more dance oriented than a kind of traditional pop track. So that just gives you a little flavour, a quick idea of what the track's all about. Once I've done all of that, which obviously takes hours and days sitting there programming it all and then doing all the effects, then doing all the mix down and the side chaining and all the kind of geeky stuff, I bounce out the final wave or WAV file, an MP3, and send it across to the label. So what then happens, once we've got the track finalized, the label's happy, the artist's happy, we all work together and we start to do promotions in conjunction. So what I'm going to do now is do a mail out of this track to all the DJs, blogs and radio people that I have on my mailing list. I've got about 2,000 people on it, so that this track gets sent out so that they'll play it on radio, pirate radio. Hopefully something like a 1Xtra will pick it up and play it. The bloggers will talk about it. It's a very important part of getting your track out there, is actually getting people to hear it. At the same time I'm doing that, the label will do it, and usually hopefully the artist and their management will do it, so that everyone's pushing and promoting at the same time, and we can create quite a buzz. So what I'll do is I'll upload the track then to our Google Play store, which I prefer to iTunes because it moves much quicker. I can have complete control over it myself. I can upload it and within a day or so it's there, rather than iTunes, which can take weeks and you have to schedule things. And I just think the way that Google runs Google Play is preferable for an artist. If the artist and the label are happy, I'll also put the track up on our Bandcamp page. It's a good place for small artists to sell things directly and have a lot of control. So I use Bandcamp and Google Play quite a lot.
So that was just a very quick general overview of the remix process from start to finish. Obviously it's taken me days sitting there working on it back and forth, but the label are very happy, so now it's time to do the mail out and hit everyone. If any of you want to be on our mailing list for our club mail outs of tracks, just go to our website and you can sign up there. If you want to get the t-shirts or anything else, go to the website. And if any of you need a remix for your singles, then please get in contact with me.
Hello.